this chapter we are going to see about different communication protocols that allows IoT device network and cloud server to communicate each other or talk to each other. The protocols are divided into 6 groups: infrastructure, discovery, data identification, event management, and semantics. This group allows to make work together on the tasks like routing data, finding services, identifying devices, and remote managing devices, and different works together. Infrastructure. Given basic network connectivity, so IoT device can send data over the internet. Discovery protocol. The device automatically finds another device and sends the data to services. Data. Sensor data and commands are packaged together and sends between services and devices. Identification. Describe unique identification so that IoT device can recognize correctly. Device management. Allow the remote state of monitoring and updating the IoT device in the field. Semantic. Describe meaning and format of data in different IoT systems so that the IoT device can understand easily and share it easily.
By seeing the name of the topic, that is IoT communication technology protocol. First of all, we use for the communication of first of all communication takes place between hardware and software. We use some of the technologies for building a communication. We use some protocols like infrastructure. Infrastructure protocol, it is a kind of a protocol. It consists of set of rules where the communications happen. We use some rules through the network. How we use some of the networks? First of all, this infrastructure protocol depends on the networking. Networking, it means Wi-Fi or gateway or mobile networks. Next, it depends on the communication medium. It is a wireless or wired. Next, cloud services also it depends. Next, infrastructure protocol depends on the addressing, like IPv6. How fast addressing it takes place, giving a unique address to create it. Next, routing which finds the shortest path, like RPL. Next, transport make sure that data is transferred very fastly and securely. Example, quick TCP and UDP, where TCP is a transmission control protocol, UDP is user data protocol. Next, low power communication. For a low power capacity, it also works for the communication purpose. Next, content durability. Some of the IoT devices know that how the content was. By seeing the content, it can fastly and very furiously it can be communicated. Next, we can continue with that.
Today we can see about IPv6 and its features. IPv6 is the new version of the Internet Protocol. It was created because the old version IPv4 has 32 bytes and it couldn't support many devices. But today we have millions of devices like mobile phones, laptops. Because of this, to overcome the IPv4 problems, the IPv6 is introduced. IPv6 works in the same network layer as IPv4. IPv6 has much larger address size, like 128 bits, which means it can give each devices unique addresses to a huge number of devices to easier to communication. The IPv6 is it provides better security, better speed, and easier configuration. And features of the IPv6 protocol. The first one is very large number of addresses. It has 128 bits memory address size. It can give every devices each protocol each devices. And next one is simple header. IPv6 header is easier. IPv6 header is easier for routers to read. This makes processor faster when the address is bigger. And next one is end-to-end communication. IPv6 allows. And next third one is end-to-end communication. IPv6 allows devices to talk directly to each other without needing an NFT. This means smoother and faster communication. And next one is auto configuration. Devices can automatically get an IP address without requiring server, and they can configure themselves. And next one is faster routing. Routers can forward IPv6 packets faster because they can only check few main fields in the header. And next one is built-in security. IPv6 supports IPSC, which means better security included inside the protocol itself. And next one is better priority handling. IPv6 can mark a packet based on the priority. So because of this, important packets get transferred faster. And next one is extendable header. More information can be included in the header. Because of this, the header is easier to explain. And next one is
IPv6 addressing. In IPv6 addressing, every address is 128 bits long. The last 64 bit of one bit of an IPv6 address make up the interface identifier. Types of IPv6 address: unique address, global unique addressing, and link local addressing, unique local addressing. Global unique addressing, globally uniquely, and they are routable on the internet. The first 48 bits of a global routing is prefix. The first three bits of a prefix are always 001 and interface between the GUI. These 3 bits of a most significant bits of an IPv6 address. Link local address used to communicate within the same network segment only, automatically generated by the IPv6 enabled devices. They are not routable and different communication. The first 60 bits of addresses are always FE80